Hey guys, what is up? Today I'll be in this whole guide to improve your games. How to improve your game. Yeah, I know it's not the HDP quality, but this will do. Anyway, so are you tired of getting those really crap rounds, or you having a random person on your team carrying you, or you have players the same as you and who do really crap? And it's just game over on round 10 or 15 at max. On this guy, I'll teach you how to get a better level and also make your rank better. At least get you to skull of blue eyes, skull of knife through. Because I can't really promise shotgun because it's kind of hard to get. Anyway. So a few basics, if you hit a zombie, you'll get 10 points for hitting, damaging. You'll get 50 for the kill. You'll get 70 if it's on the neck, and if your aim is pretty good, you'll get 100 points for a headshot. Now, if you blow up their head and they still live, they'll get about 10 points every second You'll get 10 points every second, then they'll die, and then you'll get awarded 100 points for the headshot, or 50 points for the headshot. But you can actually go and knife them, because they'll be pretty weak by then. And you can just give them a good old knife, and you get 130. So yeah, what I'm doing right now, as you may see, is that I'm actually, instead of just going bang, 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 bang from absolutely nowhere, because these zombies go at you in a straight line. So what you really want to do is you really want to hoard them up and try to get them in a straight line, and then you could just shoot them all. Why? Because A, you'll get a lot of points out of it, and because the bullets penetrate through the zombies. They won't catch the entire horde, I believe, but still, you can see a difference in points if you just shoot one. If some weapons can't collateral through these zombies, for example explosives. So yeah, you want to be really careful about that. So yeah, there's a different and plus you don't get surrounded easy. You might bump into that one occasional zombie where it gets you stuck, or you might get stuck on an object. Now the only way they can't go straight to you is if something's distracting them with a monkey bomb, or if there's an object in the way and they have to go around to get to you. Anyway, so it does take 2 hits to kill you, and if you get the Juggernaut perk, which is 2,500 points, that's the red machine. And you'll see an icon with a little first aid sign with a little pill through it. That's your jug, and it gets you 4 hits to kill, which is actually very important because 2 hits are pretty easy, and you want to make yourself harder to kill. Now you can only have 4 players maximum in zombies, unless you're playing the grief game mode, but 4 players on a team anyway. So yeah. And you'll notice these first players will be there'll be a white, a blue, a yellow, or a green. Not that it's really significant, but you'll notice. So yeah, as you saw, I was just starting here on this video. You always start off with an M1911 pistol. It'll take about 6 or 7 shots to the chest maybe on round 1. Oh, and your knife will kill 1 hit on thing, but round 2 will take 2 hits, round 3 will take 3. But you don't want to be knifing track, because those zombies will hit you twice before you probably get that second knife in. And if, like you see here, if someone needs to be revived, just revive them. Just hold square and revive. But you want to be really careful when you revive on later rounds, mainly because you don't want every zombie killing you in less than 2 seconds just when you're about to revive the dude. if you always have trouble with this, I recommend getting the quick revive, which is the blue machine. So yeah, and what we just got here was a max ammo, which gives you all max reserve ammo, not like fully reserve. Like for the M1911 pistol, it's 8 and 80 in reserve. But like if you have no bullets in the magazine, you'll end up with 8 and 72. So you want to make sure you're reloaded when you max ammo. Though sometimes you can't really help it, and it'll just come. Yeah, and it's important to reload whenever possible, because the last thing you want to do is carry 10 bullets on round 20 and just in the mag, and you'll probably just have to reload, and then you may get surrounded at the wrong time. Like I say, you can, and let's talk about the mystery box. The mystery box is, you may have saw that blue light in the video a couple of seconds ago, but yeah, here I opened the door, which does cost money sadly. Anyway, so mystery box just gives you a random weapon for 950 points. Now, unless a fire sale comes along, it'll always be that way, and the fire sale makes all the boxes spawn, and the box costs 10 points, but they don't have it in transit, or green runners, as the whole place is called. They do have it in nuke challenge zombies, but anyway, point being, so yeah, it'll give you a random weapon. You don't have guarantees. Like, I got an MP5K off the wall, and this is the nuke, which kills everything, gives you every player 400 points. That's actually up. That if you're down, you don't get the points, and if double points is on, you get double that. You get 800. Alright, so and a war weapon like I got in my hand right now is the MP5. You may notice it starts off with it only gives you 30 in the mag and 120 in reserve, so it's not much on reserve, so you will have to refill ammo, but the good news is you can refill ammo, so you can keep like getting points, refill, as long as you're using your points wise, like as long as your point holder a bit. The important thing in the first few rounds is to get as much points as possible. Alright, let me just give you a big tip that a lot of people screw up in. If there are multiple people down and you don't know how to survive, or you're just having a crap time, and there's a billion, just don't rescue them. It'll end up in game over faster than you can honestly just say 115. Bad joke alert, I know, but still. I know, I shouldn't talk, I make the same damn mistake. Yeah, so just be careful when reviving. It's always wise to get quick revive if you have a space and they down a lot. A good reviving weapon out of it, if you get the ballistic knife out of the box and pack a punch in and you shoot it into a downed player, they actually revive instantly. And you want to be careful because the horde might be right behind you and they'll be all revived in the horde, so be prepared to expect them to go down again, because once you go down you lose all your perks, including the jug. And after about, what was it, 30 seconds or something? I'll have an annotation if I'm wrong, but the player will bleed out and die if they move, and you don't want to move unless you're in a really trappy corner. Otherwise you won't be able to survive. If you're worried about people not reviving you and that, you can always get the tombstone perk, which is actually on my left. Costs 2,000, and basically it will give you all your weapons and perks back, but the tombstone. All you have to do is press square, don't beam me to the zombies when you're down, and then next round you'll spawn. So yeah. When you're good at zombies, you tend to notice you get teammates that down quite a fair bit. So I'd say be prepared to try be a medic. Although only be a medic when you're good at surviving, because nothing less than a person that is barely holding out just doing it. No offense to you guys. What? Yeah. And like I say, also with the mystery box, if you use it too much, you do get a teddy bear. I know I'm sounding obvious here, but sorry if I sound too obvious. Anyway, so let's get into the perks. On my bottom left, you may not see due to quality, but anyway, the red perk is actually Juggernaut, which I mentioned before. Costs 2,500. And it takes 4 consecutive hits to kill you. Oh, and one thing to note, if your screen is going really red, you do not want to be battling the zombies. You want to run, retreat. Watch out for those fire cracks, they can really kill you. I myself have suffered many a time from those stupid fire. And there's the box spawning again, the teddy would do it. It takes quite a while in this game, so don't go pile up and waiting in the middle of a round. But yeah, if you repair barriers, you get 10 points for each barrier. Although Carpenter will fix them automatically, give everyone 200 points. Yes, so anyway, the blue perk I got also is Quick Revive, which allows you to it halves the time of your reviving speed, which is really useful if you find you got a teammate that's downing quite a fair bit, like in this game. And last thing you want to be doing is, having zombies kicking your butt while you're down, like while you're reviving. I know, it's always a desperate struggle to revive the player. Unless he was a complete arsehole to you. Yeah, I know. But still, revive your teammates, because if you don't revive your teammates, you do lose points. Although I do believe you get them back if you survive the round. But still, you might need those points. And also, yeah, see how I'm red screen here? You want to run away. Don't try being a hero. See, there's my crew. Alright. There's a yellow perk that we call Double Tap. Now, in Black Ops 1 and World at War, this just increased your fire rate, which saves something for, I think it's like 33%, but yeah. And also, it counts 1 bullet as 2, so it effectively gives you double damage, which is really useful. I highly recommend it. Now, the perk I just got is called Tombstone, which, as I've mentioned before, you can down and choose to just die, and when you come back, you'll get the guns you had in the perks also, but except Tombstone itself, obviously. Now there's a green perk in this map, and that's called Speed Collar. It's basically sleight of hand, or the fast mag attachment if you play the multiplayer of this game. Basically it speeds up your reload, and some weapons do really need Speed Collar, like LMGs, or in fact, always having a fast reload for any gun is always nice, but never not to cancel any necessities for it though. And there's my double tap. Right then, also another light yellowish perk is Stamina, which can be really useful in transit, I found. I'll get to that when I use it. Stamina gives you the effects of lightweight and extreme conditioning, or marathon if you play Black Ops 1. Anyway, point being, so if you have LMGs, you'll act as though you had a ballistic knife in your hand. So when you're on a ballistic knife, you look pretty light, and also you can keep your sprint up for a pretty long time, which you can really want if you want to get to a large distances. It's also good for training, 'cause you might need to be a little faster. Especially if you're lugging 2 LMGs, although it's really inadvisable to lug 2 LMGs at once, because you'll be slow as all hell. I guess you gotta have a disadvantage. Anyway. Also, not in the DLC maps, they do have Mule Kick, which allows you to have 3 guns at once. Though be careful, when you're down, you will lose your 3rd gun, and that may be your most valuable, so you want to be really careful. And also, there's another introduced one in Die Rise, which is called the Who's Who, which kind of makes you in a trippy, high on drug looking thing. I am bad at describing things, I apologize. But yeah, anyway, point is you can actually kind of revive yourself. It's kind of like quick revive a little bit. But you're only given a pistol, which is abysmal, really. They should just make you give your weapons, and then you should be able to find it. But then again, it can't be gone. Anyway. So yeah. So these are a few general things. I believe I've mentioned up all the powers. Double points, just it'll give you double points for whatever. Like say 10 points will give you 20. If you get a knife attack, you'll get 260. So, knife attack is like just killing it. Knife just does damage, it'll be only 10. If you get a nuke or carpenter, the double points will take effect. Like carpenter gives you 200, so everyone will get 400. Unless they are down. Oh yes, and last thing I want to mention is the Pack-a-Punch machine, which is probably the thing you really want to be getting at round 15 or something. It really depends on the map. Some guns really need the Pack-a-Punch earlier if you plan on keeping them. Like the pistol will give you like your M1911 Come Mustang and Sally's, and they'll give you an explosive pistol. But that's just like. Usually they'll give you an extended mag. Like some have even slow stuff, so even that's the top 30. Yeah, so next part I might talk about like maybe whatchamacallit, stuff, more like events things and what. So yeah, Pack-a-Punch does cost 5,000, and if the weapon's from the 2025 and hasn't been in any other game, so anyway, be around and enjoy liking that.